My name's Matt Ritchie and you're watching Mariners TV.
So Graham, first of all, an amazing weekend. You must be on top of the world at the minute.
Yeah, what a weekend. I think everybody involved has really enjoyed themselves, from ourselves, the players, the committee, everyone behind the scenes, and obviously the supporters who've travelled down there for the weekend.
So Lee, you've always said that the main goal of the season was promotion, but the FA Vase was something really special to add on top of that, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, I think icing on the cake has been used already quite a few times. It's, I mean, what a bit of icing. You know, it doesn't get any better than what we've just experienced over the last couple of days. Something that will, live long in the memory for everybody that's been part of it, in whatever capacity, this weekend. So, and to come back to the club tonight, and for there to be, a huge number of supporters giving up their time again to see us back into the town and share their memories with us has been really special as well.
The game itself, Graham, how pleased were you with the way the team sort of handled the occasion on Sunday?
Yeah, I thought we were comfortably the better team on the day. I thought we settled into our jobs better than they did, showed our true quality. But I think, as Lee's touched on a lot of times, I think the main pride and joy that we took was we were so much physically stronger than they were at the end. It was a hot day, the lads were feeling it, but they wilted at the end, and we came on strong, and that's why we ended up 4-0 winners.
You spoke in the build-up of the game what it would be like to sort of walk out in front of those 13,000 Shields fans. What was it like on the day?
It was just as good as I'd imagined it to be. It was absolutely incredible. Not just the sight of the fans, but the noise that they made as well. I can remember, I think there was a slight lull in the game around about the 35th minute, around about that time in the first half, and then all of a sudden, that whole section of the stadium, stood up and was singing, desperately trying to just lift the lads on the pitch that little bit more, and it was just an incredible atmosphere.
So many great stories behind it as well, but one of them was Dylan, who got the second goal. But he's worked really hard over the last few weeks, hasn't he, to get fit for that game?
Yeah, I think Dylan's an example of what can be achieved in a short period of time if you focus yourself, if you have that determination to come back from an injury. It would have been easy for Dylan to kind of go like, right, I'm fit, I'll do the bare minimum, but he did more than that. He was working alongside Gav Cogden a lot of the time, with others, and obviously Randy Morris, and he came back and he had a really strong performance.
And obviously you took over as joint manager in September. Your record's incredible, isn't it? And 4 trophies in the bag now. You must be feeling so proud as a management team.
Very proud, and we've put in a huge amount of work, but that's been complemented by the staff that have worked with us, in Martin Scott and, like I say, Andy Morris, and you've got people like George McLaughlin who've been a pleasure to work with, and Simon Parkin, and you can't forget the players as well. We've tried to kind of give the platform, get the platform right for the players to then be able to go and perform at their best. But you need the players to be on board with what you're trying to do, and the direction you're trying to move in, and they've certainly done that wholeheartedly, and it's been a huge team effort.
A word on George as well. I mean, he's had that little fall at the end there, wasn't it? That was a bit of an unfortunate way to end the game.
Well, obviously, myself and Lee were at the front. I don't know how much Lee saw of it, but we turned round and we saw the medics up at the top in the green, and we were like, what's going on there? And obviously George had slipped over and hurt himself. So now, George is great to have around the place, and we're obviously sorry to see him have an incident like that. But yeah, he seems to have bounced back, and even though he's in a bit of pain, he seems to still have a smile on his face.
Obviously a great season. It's going to be hard to sort of live up to it next season, but that's a challenge, I guess, for you.
It is. It's possibly the biggest challenge we face next season, dealing with the expectation that comes off the back of the season that we've just had. But we'd certainly want it that way, rather than there being a low expectation because we haven't performed well. So, but going back to, you talked about priorities earlier on. I think it's just safe to say that our number one priority at the start of next season will be the same as what it was at the start of this season, and that is to get promoted. If we if we manage to go on a good FA Cup run or a good FA Trophy run, then that'll be a bonus. But our main focus and priority will be the league campaign and to try and finish in one of those 2 promotion spots.
Just finally, Graham, I guess planning's already well underway for next season already.
Yeah, it's been difficult at times because we've had to put kind of the conversations back, if you like, in terms of what's happening next year until after this weekend. But this week's going to be a good week for us. Hopefully get everybody tied down to the club for another year, and then, like you say, just really focus during pre-season and getting the team in the right physical shape and mental state, tactically where we want to go, ready for the new season.